Hey, it's Mike Hayes here. And today I want to talk to you about something that's helped me turn conversations into friendships and friendships into opportunities without ever needing to pressure, pitch, or push for a sale. For nearly 20 years, I worked in the direct response industry. We were trained to make sales happen fast, to grab attention, overcome objections, and close the deal. But what I learned over time is that the real magic doesn't come from pitching harder. It comes from lowering sales resistance. So naturally, so gently, that making a sale feels like offering a favor to a friend. And that's what this course is all about. It's called How to Eliminate Sales Resistance by Becoming an AI Go-Giver. And it's designed for anyone who wants to grow a business, but without stress, pressure, or burnout. If you've ever felt uncomfortable pitching your product, or if you're great at what you do but you don't love sales, this is for you. I'm going to show you how to shift your mindset. Use tools like AI and ChatGPT networking to build meaningful connections through local networking so that sales happen as a result of trust and timing, not tactics. We'll talk about why sales resistance exists and what causes it. And most importantly, how to gently bring it down so low that people welcome your ideas and even thank you for sharing them. You'll learn how to become a local AI go-giver, someone who first builds bridges and invites others into something meaningful. Real strategies using storytelling, free tools, referral building, and more. The goal isn't to close more people, it's to open more doors. And do it all from within your comfort zone. This is not just another sales course. On the contrary, it's about finding the easiest, most human way to succeed through giving, listening, connecting, and growing together. And I'd love to show you how. You can get started right now at the AISupercampus.com. It's free. Simply put in your email to receive updates right in your inbox. No pressure, no pitch, just value, trust, and the kind of business relationships that last. If you want to explore free courses further, I have some great free resources, including PDFs and mini courses with mini video guides covering such topics as the psychology of sales resistance and how AI tools create trust and build bridges.
You know that feeling, right? That invisible wall that just kind of pops up the second you think someone's trying to sell you something.
Oh, yeah. It's almost instant. A sort of defensiveness.
Exactly. And that's what we're really diving into today. Sales resistance. What actually is it? Our sources, well, they define it as that hesitation, the skepticism, maybe even objections that customers feel.
It's basically a psychological or maybe emotional barrier. It stops people just saying yes right away.
And if you've ever said, let me think about it, or maybe, I don't think I need this right now, well, you've been there. You've felt it.
It's fascinating, though, where it actually comes from. The sources point to a whole mix of things. There's the fear, right? Fear of making a bad call.
Sure, buyer's remorse before you even buy.
Exactly. Or maybe just distrust. You don't know the salesperson or the company. There's perceived risk, maybe no real urgency.
Or just feeling swamped by choices.
That too, yeah. And it comes out in questions like, is this really worth the money?
Yeah.
Or just plain skepticism, like, how do I know this thing even works? It's like a built-in defense mechanism.
Okay, so if this wall is like pretty much universal, how do you even start to get past it? Or maybe not get past it, but lower it?
Well, this is where things get interesting. Our deep dive really focuses on the work of Mike Hayes. He's a veteran in the direct response world.
Right, direct response. That's all about getting an immediate reaction, like infomercials, right? A field known for some counterintuitive insights into how sales psychology works.
Precisely. And Mike's background is pretty impressive. Two-time Peabody Award winner, researcher, documentarian. Our sources call him an American dream creator. He helps people build their own businesses, often using AI now through his AI Super Campus.
So our mission today is really to understand his approach. How to lower, maybe even get rid of, sales resistance.
Yeah.
It's about shifting away from pushing a sale.
I'm moving towards building real connections.
Yeah.
He calls it AI go-giving and local networking fusion.
The core idea sounds simple, but deep. Don't sell hard, reduce resistance, and build friendships through giving.
Because Like Mike says, people resist being sold, but they love to buy from friends they trust. That's the key.
Okay, let's unpack that. This idea of resistance as a fortress.
Yeah, think of it like a psychological defense wall. And here's the kicker. The harder you pitch, the higher and thicker that wall gets. It's just human nature reacting to pressure.
Makes sense. We brace ourselves.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the stats back it up. Sources say something like 92% of people trust recommendations from people they know way more than any sales pitch.
Wow, 92%. That's huge.
It is. It's not just about trust. It's that we hate feeling sold to.
Yeah.
But a recommendation from a friend that feels like help, like value being shared, not pushed.
So the goal isn't to like batter down the wall.
No, not at all. It's to remove the reason for the wall being there in the first place, make it irrelevant.
Okay, now this is where it gets really cool. Mike Hayes shared this secret from his time in direct response about timing.
Right. They actually studied when sales resistance was lowest. And guess what? Sales peaked when people were most relaxed.
Relaxed. Like when?
Think Saturday morning, maybe 7 a.m., or even those super late night TV slots like 4 a.m., times when you're not really on guard.
Huh. So not when you're sharp and focused, but when you're kind of chilled out.
Exactly. It seems when we're relaxed, that rational wall naturally lowers. We're maybe more open to connection, less suspicious of being manipulated.
So the challenge then is, how do you create that relaxed, trusting vibe consistently? Especially somewhere like a networking event, which can feel, well, pretty high pressure sometimes.
That's Mike's big idea. Use friendly timing, always put the relationship first, show genuine interest, basically lower the wall by being authentic and helpful, not transactional.
It sounds like genuine networking beats a sales pitch hands down then.
Absolutely. Pitching creates pressure. Pressure builds resistance. We've established that. Networking, though, that's about relationships.
And relationships build trust.
Ah.
Got it.
It boils down to this principle. Sales is a byproduct of service. You're not leading with the ask.
So practically, what does that look like?
It means inviting people to things, helping them out when they arrive, actually following up because you're interested, introducing them to others who might be useful. It's about giving first, being genuinely helpful.
And AI can help with this.
Hugely. AI can help you create super valuable free stuff. Tailor it even. It can help you craft stories that connect, even help you listen better by summarizing info. You offer solutions before you ever think about asking for a sale.
That's a big shift. Giving first, which leads to this idea of being an AI go-giver. What's the core principle there?
It's the go-giver principle, essentially. You give value without expecting anything back immediately. The paradox is you often end up receiving much more in return. It's generosity as a strategy, basically, but supercharged with AI.
Okay, so what kind of things can you give using AI?
Well, Mike talks about becoming a super go-giver. AI lets you create and share really high-value, personalized resources at scale. Things humans just couldn't do alone.
Like what specifically?
Like free PDFs generated by AI that tackle a specific problem someone mentioned, or AI story prompts to help them create their own content, free mini courses, invites to good networking events, shouting someone out publicly, maybe a podcast spotlight.
So real, tailored value, not just generic stuff.
Exactly. Help them first, genuinely, with no immediate strings attached.
I like the baseball analogy Mike uses. He says don't always go for the home run, right?
Yeah, that's the high-pressure, all-or-nothing pitch. Risky. Instead, think about a bunt. Low effort. Moves things along, builds trust.
Or even a walk.
Even easier. Just get on base by being there, being helpful.
Yeah.
The whole point is to lower the wall so far you can walk across it. Make the sale feel natural, almost effortless.
Which sounds like what he calls comfort zone selling.
That's it. When trust is high, sales conversations stop feeling like stressful pitches. They become, well, almost joyful, just helping someone you connect with.
And he talks about starting local.
Right. Build those initial wins, those community relationships, get referrals locally. That becomes your foundation to scale bigger. Start local, scale global. As he says, why rush to failure when you can walk to sweet success?
It really draws a line between the old way, what he calls the pitcher's panic.
Yeah, that's all about closing techniques, pressure tactics, metrics based only on immediate sales. It often feels kind of gross, frankly. Scarcity thinking.
Versus the go-giver mindset.
Which is totally different.
Yeah.
Focus on value first. Create trust, openness. Measure success by relationships built. It's an abundance mindset. You're removing the need for resistance because there's no pressure to resist.
And he provides tools for this. The AI go-giver toolkit.
Yep. Practical stuff. Free PDFs with AI insights. AI story infomercials. Think engaging stories, not ads. ChatGPT pitch prompts. But these aren't sales scripts.
Oh, What are they then?
They're more like AI-generated questions, designed to really understand someone's needs so you can serve them better, not just sell at them. And things like referral templates to make connecting people easy.
The mantra is give first. AI helps you give more.
And give smarter, and give at scale. That's key.
And this toolkit powers the local networking flywheel.
Exactly. You go to local events, you're curious, you offer help genuinely. How can I support your success? You invite them to other things, share resources from the toolkit, follow up with more value.
Always giving first.
Right. And the natural result, referrals happen, friendships form. Networking becomes this sales-free success system.
Which leads back to the comfort zone close.
When trust is high, resistance is low.
Oh.
Selling feels like serving. It's moving away completely from pushy closing tactics and just focusing on helping people. And that trust, that builds your network almost limitlessly.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. The main takeaway today feels pretty clear. Sales resistance, it's natural, it's human.
Totally normal reflex. But you don't have to fight it head on. You can transform the situation through, well, friendship, real value, and consistent trust.
Becoming an AI go-giver seems central to that. Using tech to give more, share more, care more.
And when you really lean into that, you find you can sell more, but with way less friction, more joy even, and you build lasting relationships, not just transactions.
It's a total shift away from uncomfortable closing, focusing only on helping others win, which, kind of ironically, helps you win too through network expansion built on trust.
Absolutely. It's a win-win fueled by genuine connection.
So here's a final thought to chew on. What if you took this go-giver idea, giving first, removing the need for resistance beyond just business? How could applying that mindset enrich, all your interactions, your relationships in everyday life?
That's a great point. Giving first, not just for deals, but for connection itself. What could that unlock?
Something to think about.
Definitely. And if you want to explore Mike Hayes' ideas more, he's got some great free resources, PDFs, a mini course covering things like the psychology of sales resistance and how AI tools create trust bridges.
Where can people find those?
Check out AIaudibles.com, or apparently there's a QR code in the source material we looked at. Look for the No More Pitching AI Go Giver Edition, mini course 2. Lots there to dig into if this approach resonates.
You can get started right now at the AISupercampus.com. It's free. Simply put in your email to receive updates right in your inbox. No pressure, no pitch, just value, trust, and the kind of business relationships that last. If you want to explore free courses further, I have some great free resources, including PDFs and mini courses with mini video guides covering such topics as the psychology of sales resistance and how AI tools create trust and build bridges. Where can people find these? Check out the free AISupercampus.com. You'll also find QR codes in the source material. Just look for the No More Pitching AI Go Givers guides. And there's lots more to dig into if this approach resonates. Thanks for being here and welcome to the Go Giver Way. I'm Mike Hayes.